TPF fighters, Tigray peace force fighters are advancing into central Tigray. Just a few minutes ago, they made this announcement, and from there, they say they want to march towards Salamti. Strategic areas are located there, which they want to capture before winter. Do they want to involve themselves in the fight for the control of Western Tigray? Umera Volkai Sagede. Welcome to my views and news. Thanks for watching the channel. Two news stories. Firstly, interesting movement of TPF fighters in Tigray. They were in southeastern Tigray. Then we heard about their presence near Abala. Now they want to enter central Tigray. Secondly, Donald Trump, the US president, is due to meet with 5 African leaders after a week. Which 5 African countries' leaders will visit the US next week? And what is the criteria followed to choose these 5 African leaders? Because this is the first high-level meeting between senior African leaders and Donald Trump, US president. The South African president met with Trump a few weeks ago, but this is the first time that 5 African leaders are going to meet with the US president. Let's start with this two story views. Donald Trump, the US president, man of transactions, is going to meet with 5 African leaders on the 9th of July, reportedly, where he will host a lunch in the honor of leaders of 5 African countries. Interestingly, the selection of these countries is interesting. I mean, why were these countries chosen for a meeting, for meeting with the US president? Senegal, Gabon, Guinea-Bissau, Liberia, Mauritania. These 5 countries have been chosen. No Ethiopia, no South Africa, no Uganda, no Rwanda, no Nigeria. Why is that these 5 countries, why were these 5 countries chosen for this meeting? Well, Trump is a man of transactions, commercial transactions. He is a businessman. Since day one, he's been trying to raise revenue. This is what his prime target is. So he's not interested in providing aid to Africa, to other countries. He wants to extract, not extort, as much as he can from Africa, from other countries of the world. So he's chosen those countries in Africa which could sign commercial deals with the US government. US could earn huge revenues by signing different types of deals with these 5 countries. This is the criteria followed for the selection of these countries. Let's see. African Union, IGAD, ECOWAS, regional organizations nowhere to be seen. Big African countries nowhere to be seen. Rather smaller ones, relatively smaller ones, but with huge natural resources are being contacted by the US government. So, lovely incoming videos when these leaders visit the US and what they discuss with the US president. Those African countries which have been dependent on US aid, they'll have to rely on themselves because it's clear now that Trump won't give anything for free. Main news story was from Tigray. TPF, Tigray opposition fighters, Tigray peace force fighters are mainly based in the Afar region. But from now, Afar, they have entered southeastern Tigray. In Wajirat, they have been deployed for the last 2 days. There was a clash between these TPF fighters and Tigray military in Wajirat 2 days ago. Small scale clash. Mediation ongoing there. So they managed to enter Tigray from afar. There is mobilization of TPF members towards Abala too. They have not entered Tigray there, but they are there reportedly. Meanwhile, Tigray military has made some preparations. They have sent reinforcements, new units to Milazat. Milazat is on the main road from Makale to Abala. No news of TPF's entry into Tigray from Abala so far. Just a few minutes ago, TPF announced their entry into another zone of Tigray. They have their presence in southeastern Tigray, in southern Tigray. They have their presence because the government there is pro TPF of the crossed government, anti TPF government. They want to make a move into central Tigray. They say that they are entering Goro, Goya, which are located close to Warkamba. Goya is close to Warkamba. It's 30-40 kilometers away from Warkamba. Warkamba Abadi, central Tigray. I think that they want to set foot in central Tigray. Why? Interesting announcement. They say that from central Tigray, from Goya, Goro, they want to march towards Fil, Wuha, Slemti. They say they want to capture key places in Fil, Wuha, which is towards Slemti side, before the start of winter. What does it mean? Does it mean they want to be part of fight, part of offensive, likely to be launched by Tigray military to take control of Volkayet? They have requested the people that they need people's support because they're entering Goro, Goya in central Tigray. They thanked the people of Vajirat. The people of Vajirat helped them, supported them, elders supporting them, and now they are requesting similar support from the people of Goro and Goya. Either TPF fighters want to be involved in an offensive on Salamti, on Volkayet. I'll do a video about that in coming hours. Or they just want to set foot in central Tigray. They have no presence, no organized presence there. So they want to enter central Tigray, but they are just trying to justify their entry in central Tigray by saying that from central Tigray they want to march towards Salam. Why? Because they want to get the support of people there. How can they enter Salamti? How can they cross Takazi? I mean, there is TDF deployment there. They are deployed there. They are militias there. ENDF is there too. So it's very unlikely that they'll be able to reach Fiel Wuha to capture strategic places before the start of winter. I think that basically they want to enter central Tigray and they want people's support for the entry there. Will they move towards Slamti? That remains to be seen. But now what remains to be seen is their entry in central Tigray. When will they enter Goya, Goro? Will they be able to retain their presence in Vajirat or not? So from multiple directions and into multiple directions, they are trying to expand their presence in Tigray. Tigray military fired warning shots 2 days ago when there was a clash between military and these TPF fighters. But so far, Tigray military is not using full force. It is trying to solve the issue, but it's not using full force. At the same time, it's not withdrawing, it's beefing up its presence on Tigray Afar border. Coming day is crucial. Either the military will be able to convince TPF members to work with military, or TPF members will be disarmed, or we could see a clash between TPF and Tigray military. Thanks for watching.